It's Madden NFL 23, and we'll get a look here at rookie Kenneth Walker. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Seahawks and the Cards, and it comes your way next.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Here comes Kyler Murray in his 4th NFL season leading this Cardinal offense. Already a 2-time Pro Bowler in his time with Arizona.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If washed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. And right away, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play 1 there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change them.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
These 2 teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jabari Zuniga just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Jordan Berry out to punt on 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And take it right on the 30. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Play action. Now it's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The Seahawks at 6-2 to start play. And they come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, it's Locke. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to first down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from the rookie, Ken Walker. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. An option handoff given to Connor. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Murray. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 18. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker and the Seattle offense. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game. As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Lock now on 1st down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On play action, Lock. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I-formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good to make it 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Week 9 here in the National Football League. We'll have 9 weeks to go after this. We've got a couple of good matchups in prime time to wrap up the first half of the season. Tonight, Tennessee and KC in the AFC. And then tomorrow night, an interconference matchup. Baltimore and New Orleans from the Superdome. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw, it's Murray. To Connor on the check down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. Oh, good move. And some room to work. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this is absolutely a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare as well, because they spend all week preaching about the need to wrap up and make sure tackles. But what a letdown here, and it winds up costing them big yardage.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact and the next-gen stats. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Murray. This will be caught at about the 6. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. They'll toss this out right for Connor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Throwing now is Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor. Touchdown! James Conner from 8 yards out. And the Cardinals are back within a score. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make our score 14-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Block now to throw. Crossing route catch made by Eskridge. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Block off of play action. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. A pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They look to throw. It's Locke. Buying time to his left. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Block now on first down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Rashard Lawrence never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Throwing on second and long. Lock. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On third and long, it's Lock. He hits his target. Lockett. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, 37 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now Myers for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Murray now on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Murray now to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down, Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
To throw again on second down, Murray.
And this will be swung out here for counter.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing again, Murray. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Trying to power it in with Arma. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Second down and goal. Murray, this will be caught at about the 5. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime. And they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's... Six, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Let's go. Let's ride, dog.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They were winners last week defeating the New York Giants. They lead this one as well right now as they come up 1st and 10. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Locke. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Locke's throw into the hands of Fant. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. No escape for Locke, and he'll go down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the defense creating. Not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first. Off the option, here's Murray running left. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Murray. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this third down play as we play. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. To throw is Murray.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Tariq Woolen picks it. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
sticking with Walker on second down.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Pushes past him.
67 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
On second down, it's Walker.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Locke going to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Steps away to his left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Throwing now is Murray.
He's got Green.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Now Murray again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Murray now.
Screen play set up for Williams.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now Murray's got to have this one. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's complete to his running back, Connor.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And that's off the mark. Incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
A 1-yard touchdown pass.
And the Cards have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Prater for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll actually throw it with Locke. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on 1st and goal. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the Cardinals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And he's brought down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Walker, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Locke going to try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here is another interception. Tariq Woolen picks it, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Personally, I'd rather see them kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Murray's throw taken in by Green here.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. From the gun, Murray. Got a man, it's Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Murray now on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out.
Oh, this is blocked. And the Seahawks have it. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. And this crowd can't believe what they're seeing. Things go wrong even after a touchdown in this one. Well, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection led to the block.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Seahawks, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.
it.